Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Young Merlin for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last video, we entered our third and last minecart area. And we also beat the spider again. Fun! So, now, we have to go to our next door. And that will be a pain in the butt to get to. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, we're doing everything right. At least I know that. So I need to turn right, then right. We need to do this. I keep forgetting that's there. Okay. This is going to be the hardest part of what we're going to be doing today. Because we need and that's not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. I am not liking this one bit, and I really wish there was a simpler way to get to where I need to go. And I keep thinking there's gonna be some place that I'm gonna have to avoid some broken track, and there isn't, at least right there. Yeah, I have to go all the way back through here. I need to keep leaning down this way. And will this take me to where I need to go? Probably not. I don't like this one bit. I wish you didn't have so little reaction time on that one turn. Would have made things a little more swell. Okay. Need to turn down and then left. Need to watch out for things. And that's the part I hate the most. You're expected to have almost superhuman reaction time on that one part, or else you're not making it. But if you do make it, you don't have to deal with any more BS. And I forgot what I was doing, so let's do this again. So, yeah. I'm still not a fan of the minecart section in this game. Okay. Now, hopefully, I won't have to deal with anything else. I'm gonna be so sad if I am. I don't have to deal with anything else. Good. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the minecart sections, just because of what all the things you had to remember, and having to remember where you need to go to get to someplace. The fact that you can't walk past the minecart to scout ahead and see what there is to see makes everything so much worse. You're forced to just do nothing but complete trial and error. And even if you do manage to find a map online, which I was able to, it's still pretty bad. Anyway, we need to get the snowflake equipped and walk up to the door and press B. Now, we need to equip... Actually, we need to equip the mirror, and we need to equip the star for what we're about to do. So, we need to get over to here. We need to use the mirror to distract the smaller pigs. And we need to keep using the stun dust and the star until our clone is gone. Then we need to move around in a circle across the room, get a clone in the corner, avoid having the axe thrown at us. Then we need to keep stun dusting and star throwing again until the thunder pig is down. We've rescued the fairy, and now our health is going to be refilled. Now, thankfully, compared to the minecart, that was pretty darn easy. Alright. Okay. We need to be ready to turn after all the dodging that we have to do. Thankfully, this is a lot better compared to the last trip we took in the minecart that took all of about almost 5 minutes. Now we need to turn, and then turn again, and we're there. You have to hold up after all those broken track pieces that you have to dodge. You have to hold up after all that to turn, and then you need to be ready to turn left as soon as you are able. When you see the big red ball to your right, you know you're going to have to turn left and get here. You're probably wondering why that ball was even there. Turns out you have to go to these doors in a specific order, or else the balls will block your path. You'll probably more than likely bounce off them, or you'll just run into them. I'm guessing you'll just run into them and have to start all over, but I'd rather not even find out. Either way, we now have our third door. Yes, you have to go through these doors in a very specific order, hence why I had to take a big long trek to the lower left-hand corner of the minecart maze to face the spider, and then take another weird roundabout trip just to face the thunder pig again. And then we had to do things to get around here. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad, and the worst of this is finally over. Let's put the bubble blower in the door once we have it equipped on the Y button. And from here, we need to, I think we need to equip the mirror again. And then we're going to have to use... Okay. Yeah. So we're going to face the slime monster again, and we need to be very careful about what we're doing. Once again, where he's going to split into clones. And we're gonna have to use the mirror to get this guy all, you know, distracted and everything. And I am not liking this whatsoever. I do not like this boss battle at all. And I did not want to get hit. I did not want to get hit at all. And yeah, I'd rather just have the half health. And I'd rather use the stun dust after using the mirror. Just to do all this. Oh dear. This battle is even worse than the other one. Just because you have to start over in case anything goes horribly wrong. Just like that. Just like that. So you have to use the mirror to keep this guy distracted. So that way you don't get hit as much. And you'll need to stun dust some of these guys. And that's what happens if the mirror runs out and you don't know the mirror's going to run out. And I got hit again. This is the worst boss. This is probably the worst boss out of the three. Just because this guy's just going to absolutely destroy you at the first possible opportunity. And he's eventually going to leap to the middle. And when he leaps to the middle, you're going to have to use the mirror to distract him a little bit. And you're going to have the... Come on. You're going to have to use the mirror to distract the fragments of the boss in order to stun dust some. Just so you can do this. Just so you can just stun dust them and destroy them. Okay, let's use the... Yeah, let's use the mirror again. Oh, that was close. You really have to be aggressive with the stun dust and the stars. Get a few hits in, stun dust. Get a few hits in, stun dust again. Keep doing this until it goes down. Thankfully, when you beat this thing, you'll be able to talk to the wizard. You can go up to him so he can heal you. And you'll be at full health again. So, to recap, you'll need the star to stun dust and mirror. Use the mirror to distract the fragments of the slime boss itself. Be ready to use it to distract the slime boss when it is all in one piece too, just in case. And you want to be right here. So that way you can step back just enough. So that way, while all these slimes are distracted, you can stun dust them all and hit them all at once. And when you're doing that, you want to get a few shots in, stun dust, get a few shots in, stun dust, until they're all gone. It's a lot easier when you know what to do. And I kind of had to figure it out a little bit, have to admit there. But at least we made it work. And now, the worst is almost over. We can just ride this to the right. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to turn. We'll be at the fourth and final door. And we need to deposit the lantern in here, equip it on the Y button, press Y at the door, and we'll open this. We are now at the fourth and final door. So, the first thing we need to do is equip the balloon and equip the torch. And we need to make our way through this little maze. So we're going to make our way south here. And then at the intersection, we need to go south here. And then we will be at the boss. We will finally face the Shadow King himself. There's the girl. But she's being dragged off. So we have to face the Shadow King. Also, no, you do not equip the balloon, you equip the mirror. We don't need the balloon yet. So he's going to send off 3. He's going to send off 3 eyes. Also, you need the mirror and the star, not the balloon and the torch. I am thinking too far right now. One of the eyes will always come towards you. Use the mirror to distract it. As for the other 2 eyes, where's the other? Did I destroy it? I destroyed it with the... Huh. Weird. I guess I destroyed it with the torch. Okay, very well then. Let's play with the torch and see what happens. He's going to send in a second salvo. Really? Okay. So you can still use the mirror to distract the one that homes in on you, and then you can just use the torch to destroy these things one at a time. Very interesting. Okay. We need to equip the balloon and the torch. Now he's going to transform into this flying thing, but he won't attack us quite yet. Use the balloon to get these guys carrying the bombs to blow themselves up. When the room goes dark, use the torch when it's lit up. And then you want to equip the mirror. These things will then run into your clone and explode. Now this guy's gonna fly away. He's gonna fly away from where he's kidnapped, where he's left the girl. You need to throw a star at her, and you'll get a necklace. And I need to use the hourglass to get away from him, because if he hits you when he dives, that's 3 hearts worth of damage. I'm going to equip a bottle just in case. And when he flies over here, you want to be ready to zap him with the amulet that the girl gives you. You want to make sure it's glowing yellow, so that way you can hit him. If you can hit him multiple times, that's even better. You may have to get near him to hit him. It's kind of random as to how this thing hits. But if you can zap him multiple times, that'll really help you out. Ow. Ow. You don't want to run into him either. That is going to be really bad if you do. So I'm hitting him one time every time at least, but it's better than not hitting him at all. Apparently he has to be flying for you to do that. That's really odd. Yeah, he has to be right near you in order for you to easily hit him multiple times. But once you beat him, you beat the game. We did it. We've beaten young Merlin. We've saved the girl. We have the dad's respect. We have 2 of the Shadow King's goons carrying a brick ready to throw it down at us. The fairy tries to warn us. Nobody's having any of it. The wizard returns. We get knocked out. And we end up back home. Did any of this happen? Well, yes. And now one of the Shadow King's goons has run off with it, and now we chase after him. And that's our ending. Great. So, how did this game stack up? Game is bright and colorful, but there are still better looking games out there. But at least I give Westwood credit for making a game that looks this nice in a medieval setting. Still, graphics aren't anything to write home about, but at least they're not absolutely horrible. Sound and music, it's alright. Nothing you'll really remember afterwards. As for the controls, I actually didn't have much of a problem with any of them. Though I did get select and start mixed up a few times. Though that's just me. That was just more of a me thing than anything else. And dedicated to the memory of Joseph J. Jones. Anyway. Oh! Congratulations, you have found all the hidden hearts. Send us a photo of this screen with your face beside it to be entered into the grand prize drawing. See your instruction manual for complete details on how to enter. There was a thing? Oh, okay. You have to collect all the hidden heart containers and then get this screen. And then you had to mail this to Virgin Games. To its Irvine, California offices. With Attention Young Merlin on it. One first prize winner will receive a $100 gift certificate for Virgin Games Incorporated Retail Order Center. One second prize winner will receive a $50 gift certificate for the Retail Order Center. And 100 third prize winners will receive a commemorative Young Merlin t-shirt. Drawings to be held at the end of every month. Okay. Requests must be postmarked before June 30th, 1994. So there was more than one of these things? Or was this the only one? Huh. First prize winners will have their names listed in the Westwood Studios News and Notes quarterly newsletter. Interesting. Okay. Now that I know about that, I wonder who won it. Anyway, I've talked about the controls. Again, I have had no problem with them. I did get select and start confused a few times, though that was just me. It was just more of a me thing than anything else. But at least the controls weren't too bad. You still had to be quick on the draw with some of the stuff, especially when you have to use the mirror to distract some enemies while defeating bosses that you've been able to defeat before, which now suddenly become harder when you're in the Shadow King's lair. Also, yeah, I'm not a fan of the minecart things here. All they really do is just pad the game. Even if you have a map, and I said this before, they are still a doozy to get through. And sometimes you just have to remember so much stuff just to get from point A to point B, and even get some hidden heart containers along the way, which can be annoying. I'm going to admit it. And either they should have been made a little more simple, or something else should have just replaced them entirely. The minecart parts are probably the worst part about this game, and I can imagine some gamers just giving up because of them. I wouldn't even fault them for doing it. Simply because they are just the worst parts of the game, no matter what. Even the underwater maze and the getting through the flower world where the portal is even those parts are more bearable than the minecarts. And finally, replay value. Once you beat this game, there's not going to be much to bring you back. And you probably may not want to play this again at all unless you want to see if you can beat this game again, which, unless you're really good with the minecart parts, I wouldn't even recommend. I do not see myself touching this game ever again, just because of the minecart parts. Young Merlin is a fine Super Nintendo game. It's not completely hot garbage, but at the same time, there's just some things about it, especially the minecart sections, that could have been a lot better. And because of the minecart sections, there are better Zelda-style games out there for the Super Nintendo. But if you are able to be patient with this and beat the game, kudos. Well done. I salute you. Special thanks to Nufi Bonga for playing this game, which is pretty much why I ended up playing this myself, and VG Maps for having maps that had everything for the minecarts, as well as the locations of all the hidden heart containers. At least we had that going on. At least I was able to find everything. But still, I would not want to play this game again. As okay as it is. As halfway decent as this game can be at times. The minecart parts just it just makes me second guess playing this game again. And it will probably do the same to you too. So, this has been Let's Play Young Merlin. Hopefully I will be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad. Maybe it'll be somewhere in between, who knows. And I'm surprised I'm not back at the title screen yet. If you didn't find all the hidden heart containers, you just get the end after the dedication to Joseph J. Jones. And you get kicked back to the title screen. But if you did find all of them, it stays on the congratulations message forever until you power off or reset. Like, pressing everything will not take you back to the title screen. I guess they really didn't want you to skip this, and I guess they really wanted you to play in the contest. Anyway, until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see y'all later!